Hello, this is lecture 17 of game theory class. We have just entered in the previous lecture 16, the previous lecture, I have introduced the subgame perfect equilibrium, how to find that by the backward induction. And also I explained the Nash equilibrium has a problem. One of many problems of Nash equilibrium was it cannot get rid of the possibility of empty threat. The son is going to say like, I'm starved to death, I will leave home and never come back, I'm not going to go to school and things like that. And most of the case, if your son is a normal person, he's not going to do that because if he does that, above all, like he himself suffers the most. So any reasonable mother and father would not act on those like stupid threat of the sons. Okay? Now, believe it or not, sometimes the student come to my office and say like, if you don't change my grade from C to A, I'll do something. Well, to tell you the truth, I'm anxious sometimes, but I said, I don't think you will do that, and then I cannot change. Until now, in my 22 years of teaching career, nobody actually did that. So, like if you get C, you can live on. If you do something stupid, get out of the class or do some crime, you are not going to do that. So, but anyway, we have to make a officially mathematical definition of the equilibrium, and Nash equilibrium, which was invented a long time ago, like 80 something years ago, no, not 80 or 70, which cannot include those kind of reality. That's why a little bit after the Nash equilibrium, the economists think, okay, one way to solve the problem of Nash equilibrium is subgame perfect equilibrium. Okay, let's continue. It has many, many possible applications, and today I'm gonna do more about the useful applications than actually the mathematical calculations. In one of the first lectures of this class, I talked about the farmer and lion case, the Aesop's fable, where the lion, in this case, it's not empty threat, it's empty promise. The farmer says, if you pull off your teeth and claws, I will let you marry my daughter. So the lion pull off no teeth, choose no teeth. Then the farmer should have, as he promised, say yes to the marriage, but said no because now I'm not afraid of you. And then, the lion got killed, and farmer doesn't have to make his daughter to get married to this stinking lion. Okay, something like that. What if the lion does not put off? But lion has teeth. The farmer, even though he said, I'll say no, if he says no, lion will kind of kill him, like -10. Yes, yeah, he would be sorry that his daughter get married to the animal lion, but still he will survive. So, so by backward induction, if lion could have done the backward induction, he should have thought that the farmer, whatever he may say, if there's a notice, no to marriage 10, yes to marriage -5, so farmer would say no if I have notice. As a result, I will get -10. If I keep my teeth, the farmer, if he says yes, he will get -5, no, -10. So he will say yes. As a result, the lion will have teeth, and get married 10. So lion does, by backward induction, this subgame, it'll be no, this subgame, it'll be yes. So lion should be thinking I'm choosing between negative 10 and 10, so I should have teeth. And the farmer would say yes. Okay, it is a very good exercise. If I ask you to write down the subgame perfect equilibrium of this game. Okay, I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And, okay, it should be as follows. The lion should have teeth, and the farmer should say yes. But why yes, 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 no? Because the farmer has two places to choose. When lion has no teeth and teeth, if the lion has teeth, the farmer will say no teeth, no. If the lion has teeth, keep his teeth, farmer say yes. So it's no and yes. What is the meaning of no and yes? The first one is if the lion pull off the teeth. The second is against when the lion keep his teeth. So if the lion has no teeth, no. Has teeth, yes. So the subgame perfect equilibrium would be the lion will keep teeth and farmer will say no if the lion has no teeth, yes if the lion has teeth. So this yellow thing, teeth, no, yes. Okay? So you have a lion strategy is teeth, farmer's strategy is no, yes. That would be the subgame perfect equilibrium. This strategic form is same as this extensive form. Okay? Then the farmer has 4 strategies. Yes for no teeth, yes for teeth, no for both cases, and yes for when there's no teeth, no for there's a teeth. That's stupid. But anyway, no and yes. And because when the lion has no teeth, we just look at the first yes, yes, no, no. So it's like this. When the lion has teeth, it's yes, no, yes, no. So 10 minus 5, 10, same. 0 minus 10, 0 minus 10, they are same. Okay? If you just think just a little bit, and once again, the farmer's strategy should be contingent or conditional on what lion have done. So the lion is the choose first, and farmer can observe whether lion pull off the teeth or keep his teeth, then respond. So that's why the farmer has 2 things for 2 possible conditional cases. The thing is, once again, even though this is subgame perfect equilibrium, say yes all the time, meaning that no teeth, still yes, teeth, yes. Is Nash equilibrium. This cannot be subgame perfect. Backward induction does not survive because 10 is bigger than negative 5. Farmer would say no in backward induction way. However, if yes, yes, then what happened? Yes, yes, then teeth 10.10 and minus 5. If you change, you got 5, so lion would not change. From negative 5, the farmer changes, it's either negative 5 or negative 10. So he's not going to change. Okay, so we have these 2 yellow blanks, 2 cases which are Nash equilibrium, but there is only this one subgame perfect equilibrium, and this is Nash equilibrium but not subgame perfect equilibrium. What lion did is not even the other Nash equilibrium. Lion did something stupid, which is not even the Nash equilibrium, because lion pull off the teeth and farmer said, oh, if you pull off teeth, yes, I will let you marry my daughter. If you don't, no. Lion kind of responded to that. So he think, oh, yes and no. If I pull off teeth, I get married. If I don't, no marriage. So 5-0, I'll choose 5. What he didn't check is whether the farmer's word was credible. He could have changed from -5 to 10 by changing the second strategy to third strategy. What does that mean? What Lion believed to be the Nash equilibrium strategy of the farmer was not a Nash equilibrium strategy. So, Lion was stupider than the mother who might have believed the empty threat and by her son, the dog. Okay, so this is it. My question is, this thing can happen to you. If you are the lion, what would you do? Lion, of course, the subgame perfect equilibrium says, keep the teeth and getting married. Okay? That's the best thing that can happen to you. Okay? But if farmer keeps saying, oh, I'm not gonna let you marry. One thing in real, it's not subgame perfect equilibrium or game theory at all, but it's kind of a wisdom of the word is the lion can say, oh, okay, you said if I pull off my teeth, you will let me get married. Here, you have to think about the order. Lion choose first and farmer choose second. And farmer can change his word. Farmer can lie. So lion may say, oh, okay, why don't I choose the second thing? And he may say as follows, farmer, okay, I'm willing to put off my teeth. However, when I got married, I have the picture taken for the wedding. But then it's so terrible that the new bridegroom, which is me, doesn't have any teeth. What kind of photo of the wedding the bridegroom has no teeth? So if you let me get married, I get married and immediately I will pull off my teeth after the marriage. And if you think lion will really do that, you have to learn. Lion will not do that. Okay? Look at this. The same thing is happening, I think, between USA and North Korea. The North Korea says, okay, please economically support us. Now you are sanctioning us economically, but why don't you support us? If you sanction us, what would we do? We have nuclear missiles, which is not good for America. On the other hand, if US support us, we will give up the nuclear and come to the peace. No war. Promise. So the US would be 5 instead of 0. However, because US has many game theorists, I think, or any wise man would not believe the North Korean, this is North Korean, word by word, what US would say, yeah, but I will think it from the backward induction point of view, the subgame perfect equilibrium. From North Korea's point of view, whenever I support, if you keep your nuclear missile, you will get 10. That's best scenario. You are economically supported and you still have a nuclear missile. However, it's like the lion has the teeth and getting married kind of situation. But if I support and if you give up your nuclear missile, that's 5. 5 is good, but 10 is better. So even though you said, if we economically support you and you will give up the nuclear missile, I think from backward induction, here you will keep your nuclear missile. What if we sanctioning you? If we sanction you, if you keep your nuclear missile -10, if you give up your nuclear -15. So still you're keeping your nuclear missile. So I did the backward induction on you, and it seems you keep your nuclear missile anyhow. Okay? So in my position, I cannot believe that you will choose the peace. So it's sanction and nuclear, support and nuclear, which is either -10 for US or 0. Of course, 0 is better than -10. That's why I'm keep sanctioning you, and you are keeping your nuclear missiles. US president may say that, or diplomatically, he can say as follows. Okay, we will support you economically. It's the same thing, but we'll support you economically. But then, we'll support you only if you give up your missiles first. So, the North Korea saying, US, you should act first. Whether you support us or not, please choose. But US says, why should we? I mean, it doesn't have to be us who act first, but you can act first. So North Korea should choose nuclear missile and peace first. If it's a peace, I'm going to support you. If it's nuclear, we are going to keep sanctioning you economically. Of course, North Korea would never believe that, because think about it. If North Korea choose peace, if US support, US got 5, sanction, -10. So even though if North Korea give up the missile, US will support, sanction will get US 10, support will give 5, so US will sanction, even though he will said support. What if North Korea keep nuclear missiles? Then if you support -10, sanction 0, so you will sanction. So North Korea will keep missile anyway, whether US support or sanction. US will sanction anyway, whether North Korea keep nuclear missiles or peace. Both of them know that. So the subgame perfect equilibrium. Okay, this is US. I misspelled that. North Korea. This is not NK. USA. Then it would be like this game. Okay. So here, whatever they may say, the subgame perfect equilibrium is North Korea nuclear, USA sanction. Okay. If they change the order, this is USA. I'm sorry once again. The USA will. Okay, I just bungled a little bit, so forgot about that. So if USA North Korea changes, USA sanction anyway. So USA sanction, North Korea keep the nuclear missile. Okay, so it's one thing for economists to analyze it, and here obviously the U.S.A. will keep sanctioning and North Korea will keep its nuclear missile, whatever happens. Okay, so that's one thing. But in real life, if this happened between you and your girlfriend, your family, your friends, and things like that, your boss, then you should say, okay, I'll do that, but why don't you act first? Because here, obviously, we call the person who choose first and second, this is in this order. The first mover is not in advantage. The second mover in advantage, because the second mover can lie and change his word. Okay, so diplomatically, the USA, North Korea say, oh, USA say, oh, you give up first. North Korea say, oh, you give up sanction and support us economically first. Then I will do it. That's what actually this lion should have done, because the lion should have said, okay, let me get married first, then I'll pull off my teeth. What will probably happen is that the farmer said, okay, you are smart enough. I'll let you get married and you don't have to pull off teeth. So the Nash equilibrium would be keep the teeth, and get married. Okay? Okay, so if you think this story is kind of stupid, but then I told you it really is really happening. That's why the North Korea and USA, America, the negotiation was hopeless. I mean, I think 3 years ago, somebody asked me about this, and I said, I just mentioned this. Uh, you know, according to the backward induction, USA and North Korea can never make agreement. But then I told that to the news reporter, and the news reporter called me, oh, Professor, you're wrong because the Donald Trump met the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. So everything's going well. And I said, let's see more. Well, I I love to say this. I told you so. They can never make because they are not the. After reading the Aesop's fable, I hope that American leader and North Korean leader read that. They would realize that really keeping the promise is something, the dreamland, and your counterpart will change the world. So you cannot trust each other. That's why USA keep sanctioning and North Korea keeping their missiles. Okay. Actually, there is a story in Japan. The Toyotomi Hideyoshi. Okay, the foreigners do not know. The Toyotomi Hideyoshi is a Japanese leader. 430 years ago, it was 1592. Japan invaded Korea, and there was a 7-year war between Japan and Korea. Many Koreans died at that time, so we hate him. But anyway, this Toyotomi Hideyoshi has a young son, Toyotomi Hideyori, and then when Toyotomi Hideyoshi died, Toyotomi Hideyori became kind of the ruler of the Japan. We don't call them the king, we call them shogun. And then the Tokugawa Ieyasu, who used to be the subordinate of Toyotomi Hideyoshi, the father, betrayed the son and attacked the Toyotomi Hideyori, who is very young, like teenager. And then, but Toyotomi Hideyori fought well, so the Osaka castle, the Toyotomi Hideyoshi's main base was Osaka. The Osaka still hold up. So Tokugawa Ieyasu revolted and brought in many army, but then couldn't break the Osaka castle. Then he suggested, okay, if you get Osaka castle is famous for its moat, M-O-A-T, which is surrounded by water, like three like pond around the castle. So not only you have to climb up the castle to attack Toyotomi family, but you have to swim first, and then swim and climbing up the castle, which is almost impossible. That's why the Toyotomi family easily killed Tokugawa army. So Tokugawa said, oh, get rid of the pond, the moat, M-O-A-T, the pond around the castle is moat. Then we can have a peace. It's the same as the farmer saying, okay, get rid of your teeth. The teeth is the moat around the Osaka castle. Then we can make a peace. The young Toyotomi Hideyori believed in it, and he get rid of moat. Then in a month, what kind of peace is this? And then the Tokugawa invaded again, and this time without moat, the Toyotomi family was killed. So this kind of thing happens a lot. Okay, and I told you when this happens, one thing you can fight him. Like, do you think I'm stupid or something? Like, getting rid of moat, getting rid of my teeth, and I'm sure you will kill me. That's one thing. But if you don't want to have this hard conversation, you said, oh, Tokugawa, okay, let's make the peace first. Then I will get rid of my moat. Then you don't. Okay? So those kind of rhetorics help in real life. So those rhetorics are, in short, you want to be the second mover, not the first mover, then say you first, then I will act next. By that way, you can achieve what you want. Achieve the subgame perfect equilibrium in a nice way. Okay, this has been the lecture 17. See you soon.